What can I help you with? I'll reel you in the biggest catch from the open. Sure that I missed the morning rush at the bazaar. Village of Aikai, which is perhaps not a helpful analogy for foreigners. When I'm out on the water, I can usually forget my mark you that platform out on the water, some manner of shrine perhaps. Trying through tough times maybe, we must keep our hearts calm, as the gods have taught us. For instance, the scriptures speak of a light within. When darkness falls, we must look inside ourselves, not others, to illuminate our way. Welcome to Akaya, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much to save here to save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us could. They're free at the moment as it happens. I'll try to think if there's anything useful I can share with you as well. You wish to know about the gods? What a curious visit you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Mansuya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, the Mirga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are the divinities. Their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others are stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Different though they may be, both the Mencia and the Murga are equally divine and equally revered. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? Heh, that's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Mansuya and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking and wisdom as the Mansuya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Mansuya coveted the might of the Murga, and they too resolved to trade heads. And they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for each other, the Mansuya have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. We honour the Mansuya and the Murga by incorporating their sacred images into works, both practical and artistic. Try looking out for them, eh? There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While you were off talking to us, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll fetch it from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll, which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Mancia. You've heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters? The center one is the eldest, Sindurva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandurva. As goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindurva, the youngest sibling. She presides over crafts and is so beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. In like fashion to the Mancia, the deities of Eorzea preside over a myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murger, if I may ask? The Murger hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses Gadge's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arcanosta. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It is said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's ruler of Ratsasam, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legends hold that, if the satrap is ever needed, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right, I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Matsuya has a shine in his eyes that wasn't there before. Did you say you're going to see, Nidana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. The Great Work is situated at a cove to the north. Follow the road north to reach it. I'll just teleport there. Whoop. Oh, this don't look good. This don't look good at all. If there was a battle, there's a conspicuous lack of blood. In such manner did we find them? What could have befallen these people? What in the world?
happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your Mistress Cryle. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
I'm a traveller. May I interest you in a trick proposal? Do not tell you this is the first visit. I shall update my register. There we go. First the order from the satrap, now the radiant host requires more medicine. I don't mean to complain, but we simply don't have enough bodies to meet the need. Only smaller vessels can fit in here. Better than nothing, I suppose, but they can only carry so much. I often come here to the beach to look out upon the sea. It's most relaxing. Well, maybe not so much now, with that ghastly tower looming before us. Aren't a mass of the fluffiest, sweetest, most accommodating creatures you've ever seen. You can pet them, you can eat them, you can even use their glands for alchemical processes. Just superlative animals all around. I cannot see that sinister looking spire while I'm working, but it's always there, lurking in the back of my mind. Picked an odd time to be travelling, didn't you? Well, if there's anything you need to know, ask away. I am one of the many alchemists who live and work here. I was once a botanist, but found alchemy calling to me every time I came to deliver ingredients. Though I at first struggled with even the most basic alchemical compounds, I have somehow managed to earn my place at the great work. There is always room to improve both the science and the self, however. This is the great work, first built by the Demir family, a line of renowned alchemists. Now people come from across the land to study and practice the science of alchemy in these halls. Each alchemical concoction has storied history behind it, but we are not simply content to rest on the laurels of the past. We are ever improving and inventing new formulas for the benefit of all. They say that horrible fiends have been seen flying out of that tower. I am preparing antidotes for the Radiant Host in the event that some of them might be venomous. It is said that shellfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsuya. Oh, for the days when I enjoy such fervent adoration. But on this occasion I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to Estinian. Pray, pay me no mind. I am here to be of service, nothing more. But where is Estinian? Where did they take him? Living as we do in such sweltering climes, we have to check on the ingredients to make sure the heat and humidity hasn't caused anything to spoil. The fishers in Alcazar are supplying us with food and materials. I was shocked to hear that we're the only customer to have left. Perhaps we should increase our orders. Procuring the raw materials for our work has proven difficult recently. We have ample stores, of course, but with little trade coming from outside, I wonder how long they will last. God damn, I just want to see what happened to Estinian. Okay, so I'm guessing that he's inside somewhere. Or someone maybe, if, they did look quite hungry. Guess I'll just have to cast a plot in order to find him. Now, allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up in another investigation, Elita is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So I understand correctly, you're to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions? Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow us soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property throughout our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon, we will be able to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. What exactly is it you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We only ask that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's fields of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. In that case, Uriangela and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We will be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Good luck with the test. I shall remain here to assist the other alchemists. You see a lantern designed in the local style. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the traditional, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Upon activation, It will move a certain distance before making a powerful blast of ether. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. To reduce the risk of accidental exposure, the Duncan Depot will make a blast only after it has moved a certain distance. Follow it closely and bathe in the ether 4 times. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Look at it go! Look at it go! Ready in ether, please stand back. Am I supposed to do something with it? Ah, I see, I was supposed to like... Okay. Warning, discharge in ether. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test, please follow. Warning, discharge in ether. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test, please follow. Ready ether, please stand back. Please discharge test subject here. Warning, discharging ether. You're struck by yet another problem. Suffer no ill effects. Subject fortitude rated. Impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Ready, ether, please stand back. discharging ether. You're struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to Supervising Alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humours. Ah, you've returned! And not on your knees, a promise inside. But come, let me take the Deeper off your hands. Having exhausted all of its ether, the Duncan Deeper is now having a well-earned rest. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. Or anything of the sort. You're feeling perfectly fine? Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that this tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Dana regards you with those eyes you could drown in. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arcasoda travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would recompense you for your troubles, of course. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajeta's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as if we're being followed. Ah! Look out, Elita!